Good afternoon and welcome to Boom Market Stock Show. This is your Austrian option, and the market is a bit slow today. I would say you have the stocks actually, the Microsoft, Tesla, and them, and Facebook. I would say Meta is actually doing quite well. But the main story of today is actually South Africa's refinery problem. It's one hell of a crisis, and I don't know why this thing is not getting media attention. Because one of the largest oil refinery in South Africa is about to close down, and that is by the end of March. And as I said with the picture, that you need to get your donkey cars ready because that will become in high in demand now. Now, the problem that comes in is that Shell and BP, which is actually they have a venture, they started this massive refinery actually in South Africa, and that is actually where we're getting our fuels for our cars, and that because of these refineries. Now, we all know we have about 4 refineries in South Africa. It's only 2 that's functional, that actually works. The other 2 will actually come back on stream possibly next year, but they don't actually, also those 2 don't think of reinvesting in their plants. Exactly the same when it comes to Subpraf, where they actually are not willing to invest in the plant because there's a lot of, this is actually my explanation of things, because Shell also got the boot with these global warming organizations or environmentalists that actually did not approve them by doing that survey and also to drill out of the drill basically the oil, because it's a whole story there. But on the other side, in Namibia and on the Ivory Coast, they actually discovered oil. And that's why these guys think it's not worth it to invest in South Africa. They can just go to Ivory Coast or Namibia. And that's why we are sitting now without refineries. So what is the problem actually with it? The big thing is that now we need to actually import refinery oil outside of the country, which is maybe in Singapore. I think that is actually a large refinery. So we will actually get oil from there. So which means we will pay more for oil. On the other side, there could be supply problems, which we can see today with the chip shortages. Everything is shortages. So that might happen. And that means South Africa will not have oil to throw in our cars. Because on the other side, the reserves of South Africa is bloody gone, because that stupid minister the last time, I think her surname is Jumat or something like that, she actually sold the whole refinery, or our reserves, sorry. And now we are sitting basically without any reserves. And the thing is, South Africa, if we look, I'm just actually going to show you this. This is the last time South Africa actually had some reserves. That was actually in 1984, which is basically in apartheid. That we're sitting with about 100 million barrels in reserves. And as you can see, as time went on, basically we didn't have any reserves whatsoever. And this is actually quite a big issue, because if we can't refine oil anymore, it means that we don't have oil to throw in our cars. Nothing, zilts. So, which means we will be using donkey cars at the end of the day. On the other thing is, Gwedi Mantashe, the energy minister, came out actually swinging this morning, trying to actually to put the whole story down by saying that, yeah, these people are greedy because they are basically leaving. The problem is, and it's very simple, with this environmentalists, they say, no, we're going to pollute the environment and all this type of nonsense that they're pointing out. The thing is, that's why these guys are leaving and they don't care anymore. So we need to sort out that problem. The problem is we will have to now import refined oil, where South Africa has the capacity to actually to refine the oil, and then we have it. The problem is also what South Africa is facing is basically this. South Africa already sits with a massive, I'm just actually going to make this a bit bigger. So with a massive problem actually on a daily basis. Yeah, we are actually using, this was now in 2016, oil consumption is about 640,000. That is our oil consumption per day. And then we have a deficit. This is a daily deficit for about 500,000, because the oil production is already on 136. And now with these guys close, it means that we will do basically nothing. So we will have to import all of this at once. So, and then we had 15 million barrels of storage, but which is gone because it's been sold. And we are actually now highly dependent on the rest of the world to get our economy going. So which means we are actually highly dependent on the outside world to get this economy going. So we are not energy efficient, or we are not energy dependent. We are independent and waiting for oil from the rest of the world. And now we can't actually refine also because the plants are closing. This is an enormous problem for the economy, because there could be a storm in Mozambique and then we don't have oil for the next, I don't know, month or so, because the 15 million barrels are sold, which is actually to keep South Africa alive for about 20 days. That is gone. And I'm definitely sure the government didn't replace that. But this is the fucking thing that always bloody irritates me. And this is the environmentalist. I don't know, do these people fucking think or what, or are they just fucking plain and simple stupid? You know what, if I get actually the word an activist, it looks like I can get a shit. If I just hear someone say he's an activist, it's like, Jesus Christ, again. The thing is, like one lady on Twitter, and she was driving and she took a photo of Shell and said that she will not support Shell. But she's fucking driving. So it means that you throw petrol in at BP or Sasol or something, which actually also pollute the bloody environment. You know, that's why these activists they literally give me a shit if I just actually listen to them, or actually if they come up with a concocted story about the environment. I absolutely know these people will damage the environment. I'm not fucking dumb. The thing is, you will never get a perfect solution. You need to weigh the story up. Will you have your driving car or absolutely fossil? Or will you have no electricity on the other side because you are bloody worried about the environment? Why these people don't stop driving the cars and fuck off to a place where there's fossil, where there's no cars, no nothing, no electricity, fossil. I'm sure they use actually most of the fucking electricity or driving their car the most. And now we all have to suffer because of this, because of a stupid pack of people that just wants to have their point of view across and don't care about everybody else. Because how the hell will the economy go if we can't refine our fucking oil? As simple as that. Because if that doesn't happen, and at the end of March, if that stops, and one thing happens, a storm or the war breaks out, and oil can't get transport South Africa, we are doomed. And the thing is, we don't even fucking have reserves, as I just pointed out, but that lady fucking sold our reserves. So we are basically screwed when it gets to that. And the thing is, the government have no plan whatsoever to resolve this issue, because those environmentalist people kicked out Sasol out of the whole story. And I knew this shit is going to happen, because it's very simple. If you give people some problems, they will just leave, go to Namibia or go to the Ivory Coast where they just discovered oil. So I want to know now, where will this environmentalist or the people that they get, the fishing people, where the fuck will they get oil to go and catch the fish? Because you need to bloody have oil in your boat to go and get the fish. I want to know now, how the fuck will they go on the ocean without fucking getting oil? So they will fucking now swim and catch the fish. It's just, the fucking stupidity regarding this, it's actually amazing. You will not get the perfect solution, but you need to get, will there be a risk to the economy or not? It's very fucking simple. But they just want their view over, and that's it. That's why these environmental people are just, you know what, just, it's really a fucking story with these people. And they just want their fucking point across. That's it. Nobody listen. Do we give the boot to Shell? And look what Shell is giving us. Give us the middle finger, say, fuck off and go get your fucking own oil. Now I want to know how the fuck we're going to get oil, because the refineries are fucking gone as well. It's fucking a mess. But that is it from my side. I will definitely play the same clip in April when we have no fucking oil at all. That's it from my side. Please don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube page, and also drop your comments or questions, and then we can have a chat regarding that. That's it from my side. See you guys tomorrow at 4. Bye-bye.